in this country. Every day, 10,000 people turn 65, and because of advances in healthcare and medicine, people are living longer than ever before. But we haven't actually put the infrastructure and systems in place to support our aging loved ones. And that's what Caring Across Generations is all about with this Kupuna Caregiver Program. Hawaii is actually positioned to create the first bill in the country to invest in our caregivers and our ability to afford good care in our homes so that our loved ones can stay at home as they grow older and more frail. This bill is a part of solutions for the future that promote gender equality, that lift these jobs out of poverty so that the people who do these jobs for a living can actually take pride in the work that they do, support their families, and take care of their own families while doing this work. This workforce is disproportionately women, women of color, immigrant women, and they're going to be a huge share of the jobs of the future as a lot of jobs are displaced by automation and technology. They're going to be jobs like this, and we want to make sure that these jobs are ones that everyone who does them can really take pride in them. And then that this is an intergenerational issue. It affects whole families.
Thanks everybody for coming out today. I'm really honored to be here with all of you who support our kupuna and support caregivers and support the women who are disproportionately affected by a lack of progressive policies on the state level and the national level. We know that the majority of working people in Hawaii and across the nation are also caregivers. So the time has come, we're not in the 1950s anymore, our demographics have changed, and it's really about time, overdue, that we have policies that support families, that support working families, and support our elderly. And we see the same inequity through the lack of honor and dignity given to folks who do the work that is most often unpaid: caregiving, raising children, and caring for others. We also know that the onus of caregiving most often falls on women's shoulders. We know that the majority of American women are in the workforce, and 2/3 of those women are either co- or sole breadwinners for their families. So when we talk about caregiving and equity and economic self-sufficiency, those all intersect. We need paid family leave for all workers because we know it benefits the community and the economy. We need caregiver support because we know that caregivers are dropping out of the workforce, no longer bringing in a paycheck when they are forced between caring for people that they love and their livelihood, which supports them. And yet we also know that caregiving work, including childcare and elder care, are the lowest paid, and low-wage workers are the least likely to have access to paid leave or unpaid leave. So what does this all mean for women? Two things to answer that. First, when women are most likely to work as either paid or unpaid caregivers, they make less money. If they're lucky to be a citizen, they have less in Social Security, less in retirement, and they're more likely to live in poverty because they were caregivers during their working years. Second, for women in the workforce who exit the workforce in order to provide care or work less hours in order to provide care, they too are more at risk of living in poverty. One of the highest indicators of whether you will live in poverty as an elderly person is whether or not you're a woman. So we need these policies that really, truly reflect our changing demographics and that support gender equity and support our families and our working families. Thank you again for being here.
We're so close, y'all. We can really do this. It's amazing. And the people of this country really need a victory. So let's do it. Let's make it happen. Thank you so much.
So the way you can help is we're asking people to do one of three things. Go to our website, which is Care for Kupuna. That's care4kupuna.org. And learn more about the issue, sign the petition. We're asking people also to call their legislators, let them know that they support House Bill 607, and also call the governor and let them know that they support the Kupuna Caregivers Program, House Bill 607. If you call the legislator or call the governor, we think that it would really make a difference. It's a matter of priorities, of people rising up and saying this is a priority for my community, for my household, and we think it should be a priority for the legislature too.
We support our Kupuna!